I think, yeah, turkey wasn't even a thing in Asia. I don't think people eat turkey. And it's dark. I mean, the sound. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Outcasts. This is Paji.
And this is Yasmin. Yasmin.
From the 853. What is 853, you might ask? Is a country code for Macau. Hello.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right, so let's start.
Did you buy anything on Black Friday?
I bought a lot. I bought a lot of stuff for my family. That's like the compensation for not being present. So I send presents.
Yeah. I think I might have to send presents for my family this year too.
Yeah, I bought them a lot of stuff. It's just like stuff that they cannot get in Macau. My dad wanted Oakleys, like these sport glasses, and my mom, like you can have it custom made here, and I think it was also cheaper too, actually. So like all in all, I'm happy to send. Obviously, like I want. And I don't know how much it's gonna be the box. Like I'm waiting for like more the clothes from my sisters. Like I ordered them in Cyber Monday, and it's like they're still getting here. So,
dude, I think like Black Friday and Cyber Monday is kind of like comparing to what we have in Macau is the Sarang Sabyat Double 11. Remember that? Remember that day?
Oh
where, like,
yeah,
Sarang Sabyat. That's when a lot of cheap things. There's a lot of cheap things, and then isn't that like? Do you remember it growing up? Like I remember that. Like
I think so. Yes, it is a promo. Like it's like a sale.
Yeah.
Big sale, and it's also Singles Day and parties.
Oh wait, is that Singles Day or the? Man, I don't even know.
I don't. But I also know that somewhere in Chinese New Year, I don't know before or after or during. There's like big sales. Was it like shoes or something? Because it's like no. Whatever. No, you know what? I think it's because you're stepping into the new year and they want you.
Oh my god, yeah! Like there's a lot of like these kind of like not metaphor. Yeah, I guess metaphors. Is that what you call them? Where they take it literally and then even cleaning out like furnitures and stuff. Like
yes, for sure. No, yeah. Remember this 4-letter stuff that would always have hands on. It's good saying you. It's I guess you would call them metaphors or I don't know. What do you even call them? Like in English, how do you say? Like it's like 4 letters that mean a certain meaning, and there's sometimes a story behind it too.
Morals. There's like morals. Yeah. What is that?
I know the 吉山矛盾 very well. Like it's the story is where there's 2 shopkeeper. One is like selling shields and one is selling swords. Both are saying is the strongest in the world, but obviously one is lying, and then they
I remember that.
No, yeah, so it's like contradiction. That's what it means behind.
Irony, right? Irony.
Oh, irony. Yes.
剩余 is a type of traditional Chinese idiomatic expression.
Idiomatic. Oh.
Anyways, let's go to our topic.
Yeah, all right. I mean, we are talking about holidays after all.
Since it's getting festive and at the end of the year.
Missing our families. Feeling so far.
The 2 biggest holidays in America is probably just Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving wasn't even a thing for us until we got to America. No, it's not. Obviously. It's an American thing.
I know other countries have something similar to Thanksgiving, like Korea, but we don't have that in Macau. It's not really, a thing. And it's like, it's huge here. It's almost like a second Christmas. Well, yeah, it's like, it's the same thing, right? Families gather and they eat huge meals, and then, well, obviously you have to have a turkey on a table.
The turkey is the most important thing. Yeah, but it's like
kind of dry in my opinion.
Dark. Yeah, it's very dry. I don't like the bigger chicken, the drier the meat, and it's like turkey's the biggest chicken. Ooh.
And then so that's why they add like cranberry sauce on it.
Yeah, to compensate. I heard they also have like fried turkey where they like dump it in that bucket, and there's times that like it spill, like there's like videos of fail videos like of them spilling it. Oh my gosh.
I've never heard of that.
Yep, there's fried version of everything. But yeah, all right. That's what I heard. But I think, yeah, turkey wasn't even a thing in Asia. I don't think people eat turkey. And it's dark. I mean, the sound. You know what though? Yeah, Thanksgiving is, I heard, obviously, it's a dark history.
Oh yeah.
Why it was, but
it's another thing again where it becomes like really political, and it's like, oh, should you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, or like celebrate it because they're thankful for like when the pilgrims came or something, right? Or like
something.
But
like
then to other people, like during that time is when they slaughtered a lot of the Native
Americans, yeah. So we'll just move on from that. Anyways, but yeah, turkey's dry. And like there's a lot of food for Thanksgiving, right? Usually families like and stuff like that. Like this year though, we didn't go home for Thanksgiving. We went to Las Vegas. So
and then the other one is Christmas. Christmas is definitely much bigger, and a lot more emphasis on Christmas here than it is in Macau. I think what I remember, at least, the most we do is really just lights around the city. Maybe like I'm sure people gather like family, and there are parties too, but here it's definitely a lot more family oriented. So much money spent.
So much. And like for the children, like it's like amazing. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, Santa is real here. And, you know, it's like we gotta play along. You gotta, yeah, it's like that he does exist here, let's say. But
how's the song go? He'll see you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Well, maybe this was years ago, but I don't remember believing in Santa or like thinking, it's a real thing.
Like, and
it was just like a mascot for the season.
For real though. No, for real. And I mean, as a kid, I always thought like, oh, the movies, they have chimneys, so we don't have chimneys. So
yeah, oh my god, that's so true. That's such a huge.
Don't come here. Yeah, no.
That's such a good point. Like,
and my parents never
remember.
Really tried.
Yeah, I remember there's a time when I was like, whoa, I wish I had a chimney at home, so then Santa could come. Because if you don't have a chimney, because if you didn't know, in Macau, most of the houses are in apartments and buildings and skyscrapers, right? They're like apartment buildings.
Yeah.
So if you have a chimney, you're like filthy rich.
Oh yeah. Oh, obviously, yeah. If you're like if you're not in a building and you're in a house, or even if it's like a low story building, those are so expensive. My God.
Yeah. So we have no chimneys. That's why we don't get Santa in Macau.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
That's the only reason, kids. That's the only reason, kids. Like, don't worry, your gifts are safe. And for the kids in Asia, as long as you're nice, Santa will find a way. Okay.
Have you ever gone with your in-laws to like cut down trees for the?
No.
Really?
No, but you know they always ask if we're getting one, and I'm like, our one is that mini one that we have right there
with lights and it's actually like a whole like process here, because you know how in Macau, you know, you just buy in the supermarket like these lights and then you reuse it every year, right?
My mom doesn't even take it down. Like it's
here it's a whole it's a whole process because they have Christmas tree farms and sometimes they're huge.
Yes.
And so you basically walk around these tree farms, find which one is your tree for the year, and then you bring it home, and then it basically lasts like a few weeks. And then after Christmas, people just like throw it out.
So weird. Actually, just yesterday, I saw someone taking home a tree, like a new tree. And I thought, like, to Tyler, I was like, wait, how do you put it standing up? And he's like, you put it on a tree stand. And I'm like, well, don't tell me like it's like a common thing. I had no idea. And I'm like,
they have this, it's a tree
how does it
stand
stay alive? You say, and he was like, you water it. How do you water it?
You have this tree stand in the middle. I think you put it in like a bucket of water, and then you also like screw, I think, hold the bottom of the tree. It works. It works.
God. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I would, but I can't even keep my plants alive. Like, and that tomato plant, still no tomato. It's just plant. So
she has a tomato plant growing in the back of her apartment.
Ain't green. It ain't green. It's brown.
But I gotta say, I do like the Christmas vibe here. It's like,
I do appreciate it. Yeah, they do make it more serious, you know. And like my in-laws asked me to make a list, like a Christmas list for gifts. Like even like, you know, it's just there's just so much more. You know, there's so much more to do. Yes, you're right. And for Christmas back home is like you just make sure there's food on the day, or like you make sure you have a house to go to, like to join, right? Yeah,
it's like it's just like a simple gathering either with friends or family. But here this is like it's like the time of the year to truly be with your family.
You know what, in Macau would be a lot of like probably a lot of people going to church because of the Portuguese side, because the Portuguese is like Catholic, right? Like something, but they like Catholics, like they think Santa is like the devil or whatever. So, you know, it's another thing. But anyways, so I'm thinking like only like you know, like the hotels, resorts maybe, you know, like they have like so much like Christmas stuff because tourists go there and everything.
Oh yeah, like the casinos, like Venetian or
they really cling on to it because it's like, you know, what more themes are there other than Chinese New Year? That would be the next one right after Christmas and New Year's. It will be Chinese New Year because it's February, like end of January, February. So
yeah, and I think Chinese New Year is the biggest in Macau.
For sure.
Even like schools and like schools, you just have like 2-3 weeks of holiday for Chinese New Year. So it's like you get holidays in Christmas and then we get holidays in Chinese New Year's as well. I always love that time.
I love it. Oh, there's so many holidays then. Like I think like right before Christmas also there's a lot of like random holidays in November, I think.
Yeah. And I think that's a nice thing about Macau because we have the lunar calendar but also like the normal calendar, so it's like we get both holidays.
Of both, yeah. Because
most of the jobs and schools get both, right?
Yes. It's because of Portuguese like as well. Like
yeah.
It's like it's beautiful. It's just like here with the Jewish holidays. Like I've never had to like know like about like we never know, like there's no Jewish people in Macau. I mean,
no.
Even in Asia, I mean, I would say even in Asia, I've never met a Jewish person, and it's like
me neither.
I always knew about them just because of movies and series. They're always there, I guess, because New York City, you know, it's like a lot, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Here is Merry Christmas, but you can't say Merry Christmas, right? Like
because if you say Merry Christmas to a Jewish, then like you offend them.
Yeah, exactly. Or I mean, even some people would just tell you to say Happy Holidays, even if they are a Christmas person. You know, like just because I don't know. I was just like, okay.
It's a bit interesting because it's like, okay, if let's say I say Happy Chinese New Year to you and you don't really believe in the lunar calendar, so that means I'm offending you. I don't know. It's a weird concept. Like, people have different values and.
Yeah, it's whatever. So let's be safe and say Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays.
Yeah. But Chinese New Year is definitely huge, and honestly, what I miss the most about Chinese New Year is getting red pockets.
Oh
Lychee!
my god, the lychee is the best. Like you would like want to go out for a walk just to hope you bump.
Yes, just to bump into people, and Macau is small enough for that. You could bump into people in restaurants and like in streets. And
yeah, like any one of your friends, like parent, right? You just go, "Gong hei fa choi."
Lychee dao loi.
That you don't say to be respectful. Yeah. But there's always that little turd kid who say it, and it's like, you don't say that. I think it was Roxanne that's like, don't say that. Oh, it's very rude. Are you eating Oreos? She would say Oreos is made out of tire or something. I got charged by that.
Oh my god.
It's like, I'll be a kid, right?
She used to love Oreo as a kid, and then she gets scolded by teachers because it wasn't healthy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, if I were to eat something unhealthy, it's gonna be when I'm a kid, okay? Not like now I can think about that, fair enough. But it's just like, yeah, I was going all out back then. She was like, so unhealthy. I'm just like,
you're just like this curly hair girl, like you're just eating what you want, and then I just remember like your hair would be messy, and then your hand would be messy, and you're just enjoying your Oreo, right? And
she would like, just look at you like, yeah. She's just like disgusting. A really Catholic like teacher that we had, a math teacher. Yeah. She's very nice, you know, like she's just really strict. Jeez.
Really strict. What else did you like? Did you like Chinese New Year?
I love Chinese New Year. I mean, I got all the lycees. Like I would get so much money, and they would always say like, "Don't open it because it will like you will get more if you don't open your lycee. Like keep it until the end of Chinese New Year." And I'm like, I'm not sure. I like use every time they leave, I open it already, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go buy myself a snack. Yeah. But you know what though, like in workplaces, your boss, like your upper, like boss.
Oh yeah.
Managers have to give out lycee, no matter if you're married or not, and the lower people like can get lycee from like higher.
Yeah,
ups.
usually if you have like teachers who are still single, they would still give you lycee, like.
So like principals will give to teachers, and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, because I know this because Tyler was a teacher in Macau, and he would get lycee from the principal. And then I would get, like, in the hotel job I work, like, my supervisor would give me lycee. You know, you got to.
I think it's a really cute tradition because it's kind of like we're all family, and then here's some money, go spend it.
Yeah, it's like we're all helping each other out, you know, and you get a bonus like of one of your salaries too. It's just like, it's pretty cool.
A tray of like desserts in the middle of the living room. I love those desserts. I mean, it's like it's interesting too because they're like veggies, like carrots or lotus, remember, and then some kind dried. A winter melon or something. They're like dried and sugar coated.
These nuts, right? Like this flat. Remember, like there's a black one and a red one, and it's like flat. It's like, but you have to crack open. It's like little seeds. It's like, I mean, it's like a flat sunflower
seed.
Yeah, but it's not a sunflower. It's like flat.
Oh, similar. Yeah.
You have to see it. Oh my god.
All these food, like, oh, it's so good. It's so sugary, but it's so good. And I actually would buy some during Chinese New Year. Like, I would buy them here.
Oh my god, you're right. And you would buy them and you have them there?
And I would have to go to a very specific like Chinese store.
Oh, in like Chinatown.
Well, no, just a Chinese like grocery store.
Here, let me show you real quick. This one, these nuts.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea what they are, where they come from actually.
Yeah, I don't know what it says.
But yeah, they're
melon seeds. You just said melon seeds, didn't you?
No, I said winter melon.
Winter melon. Okay. No, yeah, but these are. But you know what's my favorite? It's the strawberry milk one. Do you know that one?
Milk. Strawberry.
It's inside those lychee pack. It's a lychee. This.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
candies. Wrapped. Yeah,
it's
wrapped in a wrapping paper that says lychee, red packet, and it tastes so good because it's a strawberry milk. I want to see I'm trying to find a open one. Do you remember that what the color is?
It's that I don't think they're all strawberry milk though. I think some of them it's just like.
Brown.
Remember,
or something,
there are
right?
several flavors, and there's so many. Again, with seeing this cover, seeing red, there's to everything in the celebration. There's always reasons. Red is. Do you remember why red?
I think it's a lucky color. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Scaring the dragons away.
Because during this time, something like the dragon, some kind of monster would come, and then the reason people put red paper with black writings on it is because the red color scares that monster away, and that monster is called Lin.
Yeah, I think it's the dragon. It's the dragon, and that's why they do the dragon dance. They have the ball to lead the dragons away from the village. That's the reason for that dance.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because of the dragon.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And so that's why a lot of things in Chinese New Year, a lot of things in China, it's red because it basically casts out all evil.
There's some that they would just go and burn stuff.
Yeah, this is where we respect ancestors.
Yeah, and...
Did we talk about this? I felt like we talked about this. Remember when you said you got scolded for stepping on a piece of fake money?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were saying...
When did we talk about this?
That. I think it's American culture. I mean, culture shock. Maybe it's culture shock.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's one of the...
But yeah, it's they... Yeah, so they, burn fake money and also, have incenses on fruits to, respect ancestors, right?
And that's why you're not supposed to, stick, utensils, chopstick on rice or food.
Vertically?
Yeah, vertically, because that's a sign. Because they say, oh, that's when you, are praying and stuff. And if you do that, you're doing it out of disrespect.
Then there's this dragon boat festival. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And the chong, they eat the rice, the rice balls, and
it's glutinous rice, savory. There's mushroom and chicken and some fat and beans in it, and then they wrap it with some kind of leaf.
Yes, it's so good.
Do you know the story behind this? I looked this up.
Do it.
I remember having being taught as a kid. Basically, I don't understand this guy's position, but I know there's this man who is really well respected and loved by the public, and then I think he had some disagreement with the king, and then he disappeared one day, and so people loved him so much, so that's why they would go on the water and look for his body.
Oh.
And then the reason they do this drum, they would have drums during these dragon boat competition, is to scare away evil spirits from his body. And then the reason for these zhong, these rice glutinous thing, is so that the fish don't eat his body. And then they throw it in the water so that the fish would eat that instead of the body. Oh. Do you remember this story?
No, but now it's we're all...
Really?
Wow. I bet I heard of it, and it's I'm probably asleep or not even paying attention to class. But that's a very interesting story.
Sometimes I do, for example, this Thanksgiving, it was difficult for me to go and celebrate because I miss my family. So it's oh, am I being ungrateful? There's so much food on the table and friends, but it's I want to be with my family,
Dude, Tyler always asks me why do you look so sad? And it's I'm sometimes I don't realize it too, but it's but when I have to think really deeply, and if I really have to say it, it's because I miss my family. And it's saying it takes so much toll in me because it makes me want to cry. Because that would make me realize, and it's that I really do miss them. And it's yeah.
But yeah.
That's life.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Wait, we're supposed to be like happy and festive. We were talking about festivals.
And then we're here like being sad because we're expats. But we're probably, you know what, people that are away from their family right now or
would understand.
You know, will be away from their family will understand this, and it's like
because the thing about like festivals and celebrations is basically like an excuse for the family to get together, right? So it's always, whether in Macau or America, like it's always about like families getting together, doing something together.
And plus, before, you know, I feel like as a kid in Macau, all like we can't really buy a lot of things or like stuff for our families, right? But as like at least we are present. Yeah, our presence are there.
Yeah.
And that means so much more than like stuff.
And it's so much cheaper.
So much cheaper. You just gotta show up, and it's like you don't even have to like show up for the whole day. You just like, I'll go out to like to see my friends real quick, like after, and it's like, yeah. Well, when you're an adult, you gotta sacrifice a bunch of stuff to get happiness, or like a balance of it, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
We hope.
If you guys want to send us a voice message to like, I don't know, like be featured, just click on the link down below. But yeah, or just shoot us a message.
Sing dancy file.
That's Merry Christmas, guys. Sing dancy file.
Bye.
Bye.